Ben Bateman here for Red Carpet Report at the Film Independent at LACMA special screening of Preacher, about to talk to the geniuses behind the show. You also seem familiar.
Familiar with myself as well.
Yeah. All right, Ben Bateman here, Red Carpet Report with Sam Catlin. How's your night going, man?
And my day's going very well. I'm excited to be here. Yeah.
Awesome. I'm really excited to watch this episode. I'm loving season 2. Huge fan. I'm wondering, the reviews have been outrageously good, and people keep talking about the reset button and how much that has helped the show. Looking back on season 1, do you feel like it was the right decision to make it the way you guys did?
Yeah, I mean, what I like about season 1 is that we had a plan, and we set out to introduce Jesse as a character, introduce him as a preacher, and we always knew the show was a road show, and we knew it was going to hit the road, and I liked that we took our time with it, and I felt like it gave us a chance to really meet these characters and sort of notch the arrow, and then season 2, we kind of let it fly.
One of the things in the comic, one of my favorite moments of comedy, is Hairstar's head turning into a giant cock. I think it's one of the funniest parts of the entire book.
You know what I think?
Are we going to see it?
Than that? I love that. Well, my favorite, and we have to do this, is, I'm giving away because we haven't done it yet, is when they turn his dick into a spigot.
Yeah.
That we have to do. But yes, it also, Hairstars, great. All that stuff is fun.
He's the comedic centerpiece of the story. He's the funniest character. He's my favorite character, and
So, in a lot of ways, yeah, he is very funny.
I was so happy to see him show up, and I just want more. Ever since that frame, I'm just like, when do we see more Hairstar? I need to see more of this character. Are we going to get a lot of Grail this season?
I think you'll get a satisfactory amount of the Grail this season. There's much more of Hairstar to come. We have a wonderful actor who's just freakily born to play the part.
Yeah. The Until the End of the World storyline is definitely my favorite storyline. I've read that book, 10, 12 times. Are we going to get that story sooner than later? Are we going to get Grandma and the coffin and all of the backstory?
Is that the name of that issue, is Until the End of the World?
The collected book is called that. Yeah.
Angelville.
Yes. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Be patient. Be patient.
Excellent. All right, changing gears a little bit to some of your AMC brethren. Better Call Saul, I would maybe the best show other than Preacher on TV right now. Would you agree?
I love that show. Yeah, I mean, I love all those people and the detail that goes into that show, and the acting, and obviously the writing is fantastic. And they've actually been able to find new ways to shoot Albuquerque that are just gorgeous and cinematic. And yeah, I have nothing but respect for that show. It's a great show.
A question I have for you, based on your time in Breaking Bad, the concept of the teacher that sells drugs, and you find one of these 1 in a million actors to pull off a character like that with so much intensity. It's Bryan Cranston. Obviously, huge success. The challenge of making Better Call Saul, when you have a character whose story is not as compelling as a teacher selling drugs. It's a lawyer who's troubled and he's turning evil. Do you think it's harder or easier to do based on the fact they already had that success of a spinoff?
Are you really? Is this like an interview about Better Call Saul?
I'm just curious because I know you worked on Breaking Bad. You know the characters very well.
Yeah. Ask me the question again.
Do you think it was easier or harder to make the show as good as it is? Because obviously the lead's not as compelling of a storyline, but you have that built-in fan base. So it's do you think it's surprising that it's as successful as it is, I guess is sort of my question?
I'm not surprised at all. I mean, considering the people that are running that show, I know, Vince and Peter and all of those writers are so good. So I'm not surprised that they could. It's a very daunting premise, but they've absolutely pulled it off. So, but no, am I surprised? No, not at all.
In that world, if you were going to write the Preacher spinoff, who's the character you'd want to spin off?
Oh, there's a lot of them. I think Cassidy would make a very good spinoff. I think Hairstar would make a very good spinoff for sure. You could even say Hoover would make his own very good. You could have it like a sitcom. Yeah, any of them. They all have very independent worlds, and even Teddy Gunt, the agent guy.
One of my favorite characters on the show so far.
Make a good spin-off as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's lots of opportunities there.
The decision to make Heaven have that sort of like antiquated, dusty technology, where it's like it's very like old, you know, it's like old.
Yeah.
It doesn't look all clean and pristine. How did you guys get to that point?
You know, I don't know. We like the idea of advanced technology not looking clean and like that ancient advanced technology. I love that Rian Johnson movie, Looper.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, and I love that they have these advancements in technology, but they sort of break down. It's sort of a piece of shit, and I think that may have been partially in our minds as well. Yeah, everything is sort of worn and dusty and fallen apart in this universe. Right. So even the stuff that God and hell and heaven have their hands on.
On that note, if you're a Rian Johnson fan, because I'm a huge fan, you know, Baby Driver, big success, original concept. Looper, huge success, original concept. What are some of your other favorites in that kind of world? That like sort of indie, but it's not based on source material. It's not, you know, like really truly original stories. We don't get that many of them anymore that are successful, right?
That's true. You sort of stumped me there. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of them. Like what's come out? Just remind me.
John Wick's a good example of one.
Right, that was good. I actually had not seen that until very recently. I saw it in a hotel.
I'm putting you on the spot, so yeah.
Hey, Hamilton, the musical.
I haven't gotten to see it yet, right?
It's pretty original. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Fair enough. Yeah. Sam, thank you so much for talking to us, man. I really appreciate it. And that about wraps us up here, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We got to talk to everybody we wanted to. Please like, subscribe, leave your thoughts, leave your comments below. Let us know what's your favorite episode of Preacher. What's your favorite Seth Rogen film? Check back for more videos every single week.